Hey, hello. So what do we got for your taste buds this week? Well, this is paprika chicken and mushroom soup. It's just a little bit creamy because I put a little cream cheese in there. And then you've got lots of paprika in there for lots of flavor. Got mushrooms. Pieces of chicken. It's a fantastic soup. Pretty easy to make. So let's go in the kitchen and make some right now. First of all, here we've got our ingredients, and across the front I've got 4 ounces or 110 grams of cream cheese. I've got 3 tablespoons of paprika, and if you get the smoked paprika, that really adds a great flavor, or just a regular paprika, either one's fine. Another 3 tablespoons here of flour, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt, 4 tablespoons of butter. Then across here, the mushrooms. That's anywhere between 20 and 25 of these, I call them the champignon mushrooms, and some people call them button mushrooms, the regular mushrooms. And I've got about 24 in there, I think, today. Then here, I've got 1 pound of chicken thigh, 1 pound or 450 grams, and that's sliced into strips, about that long, and they're about a ½ inch or 10 to 12 millimeters in thickness, so they'll brown nice and evenly, or cook nice and evenly. Over here we've got 1 onion chopped. Then across the back here, 4 cups or 2 15-ounce cans of chicken broth. All right, I've got my large pot here. Don't have the cast iron today. I've got the soup pot, and what I'm going to do is turn that up on medium heat. Going to throw in the butter and just stir that around a bit to get it melting. And then as soon as that's melted, in goes some of the ingredients. All right, that's melted, so in goes the onion. In goes the chicken thighs. And the salt and pepper. And then I'm just going to stir that around, get it all mixed together. I'm going to cook this on medium heat for about 8 to 10 minutes. I want to cook the chicken a bit. To cook a little later as we're simmering too, but I want to get it cooking here, and I want to brown it just that little bit on the outside. So, see you back here about 8 to 10 minutes. Probably closer to 10. I really want a nice little bit of browning on there. See you then. All right, that's been just about 10 minutes, and got a bit of browning happening there. A little bit on the onions, a little bit on the chicken. Now what I'm going to do is dump in the mushrooms. As the mushrooms going, I want to cook that for about another 5 to 8 minutes. Just stirring and cooking. Still on medium heat. Let's see if we get a little bit, just get those mushrooms cooked a little bit, softened up a bit, and then we're going to add in the paprika and the flour. So see you then. All right, that's been about 5 minutes. Got a little color in there, mushrooms softening up a little bit. Now what I want to do is I want to add in the flour, put that in on top, and the paprika. Now stir that in, and stirring and cooking for just a minute. We just want to get the rawness off the flour. Don't really want to go more than a minute, otherwise it's going to start sticking too much to the bottom. So just stirring, making sure all of it comes in contact with the heat. We'll do this for a minute, and then we're going to add in the broth. All right, that's been about a minute. What we're going to now is add the broth. So I'm just going to add a little at a time. Like about that. We want to deglaze the bottom. We want to get all that stuff that's cooked on the bottom, all that flavor and brownness and deliciousness up into the rest of the dish. Okay, that's come off, so now we can add more. All right. Oh, that is looking and smelling great. Okay, add in the rest of the broth here. Now, what I want to do now is bring this to a simmer, and I'm going to put a lid on there and simmer that for 15 minutes. We'll see you back here when this is done. All right, so that's been 15 minutes simmering, covered, steamy, and it just smells great. Look at that. Maybe you can see past the steam, just see it here. Yeah, you can. Okay, good. All right, that is looking fantastic. What we're gonna do now is I'm gonna mix in the cream cheese. I'm gonna add that cream cheese in, and I just wanna stir that around and smoosh it wherever it is so it gets dissolved. Well, of course, the heat's going to do that pretty quickly, but I want to get it dissolved into the soup. And then what I want to do is I'll cook the soup, just simmer it again. I'm going to keep the cover off this time. I'm going to simmer this for about 3 to 5 minutes, just till I see that all the cream cheese has been melted and incorporated into the soup itself. Perfect. All right, I'll see you back here in a couple minutes. All right, that's been simmering for just a few minutes, stirring a little bit, smashing some of the bigger pieces of cream cheese. Got some little pieces in there, but those just add little pockets of flavor and texture. So what we're gonna do now, let's serve some of this up. Right? Can you see that? Look at that, just beautiful stuff. Lots of mushrooms and chicken in there. All right, there we go. Let's kill the heat on that. And there we go. A fantastic chicken and mushroom, or paprika chicken and mushroom soup. Let's try a little bit of that. It's a little bit like, in a way, it's a little bit like a beef stroganoff in soup. It's delicious. All right, enjoy that. Hey, if you like this recipe, you want to see some more? Well, be sure to stick around because there's a lot more of these original Kevin Riley Kuma's Kitchen recipes right here on the YouTube channel. Also, make sure that you subscribe because every Monday morning there's going to be a new, authentic, original one of my recipes coming up on Kuma's Kitchen, and they're all a lot of fun. All right, if you're not a patron yet, well, consider becoming a patron because for as little as $3 a month, you can be supporting the creation of all these recipe videos, and you get the access to all the cool stuff that the patrons get right now in the patreon.com feed. All right, now go. Make this delicious soup and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.